Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we go, 2024 game plan. At least my game plan, guys. Man, once again, you can plan everything out how you want to, but keep your plan A, B, and maybe a C. Things are gonna happen. This year, I had some ups and downs, but I learned a ton. Once again, like you always do out here, you'll get a great ton of experience, but you got to get out here to get the experience. So the game plan for 2024 is going to be, number one, move at your own pace. You got to move at your own pace, guys. You'll watch a lot of this social media stuff, watch a lot of people out here, their business is booming, their business is growing. You don't know everything behind the scenes. But what you could do is you could get that guy who you're watching, study him, get his blueprint, copy and paste, put it in yours. Pretty much. So move at your own pace. Don't move at a pace that you can't keep up with. Because what'll happen is, you're trying to move at a pace you can't keep up with. You'll start getting a bunch of work and a bunch of things. You'll start committing to a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't have committed to. And your word is going to be your biggest thing. Once you give somebody your word, you pretty much want to try to follow up on that word. So, number one, move at your own pace. Number two, create you some policy. Get you a policy, guys, which I redid on my website. I watched somebody else's website. I copied and pasted their policy. I got that policy put on my website now, and now it's put on my website. That's what I'm sticking to. You got to set policy. Once you get policy set, it pretty much lays out what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. And it gives the guidelines for anybody coming on as a new customer on what they can expect from you. So you got to get policy. Policy also creates discipline in your business. Because once you get policy, you got to stick to that policy. And anything outside of that policy is really going to have your business rocky if you don't run it like that. And that's why I created policy this year, because basically a rule book for my business to stand on and stand by. And once I let a person know what I'm willing to do, what I'm not willing to do, that gives them an option to come on as a customer, or they could go find another lawn service, which we don't want to lose a customer. But at the same time, guys, you got to run this business for you and move at your own pace, which goes back to number one. So number one and number two, move at your own pace. Number two is create policy. Number three, you want to create a schedule and stick to that schedule as much as you can. Stay disciplined as you can on that schedule. Stick to it and start grinding. So what a schedule is going to do, it's going to also be discipline. A schedule doesn't have to just be with your lawn care schedule. You can have a schedule for life. Me, I like to get up 5 in the morning. I need about an hour to myself to just think, to get my thoughts together, to write down exactly what I want to do for the day, how I'm going to do it. And I just need that hour in the morning. That's part of the early morning schedule for me. I need an hour a day to get up and just get myself ready, mentally prepared for the day that's coming. And I also pray in the morning. I got to start off my day with a prayer. So prayer, create my schedule for the day. Then it goes on to maybe give me a book to read, 30 minutes, doesn't take much. Then after that, I'll get on to everybody else's tasks. I'll start messing with the phone then after that. So create a schedule. You can create a schedule if you're going to be doing content. Create you a schedule for your content. With your lawn, you already know you got to have a schedule. That's going back to my policy this year. I'm not going to try to take on a bunch of... I'm getting out of that area now. I believe I can do it now to where I don't have to take on those, hey, could you give me this week sometimes? Done with it now, finally. I'm moving on from that. I'm creating a schedule that it's going to get stuck to. You're either going to be weekly or you're going to be bi-weekly. Number 4 for this year, for my game plan, cut all expenses. So guys, I'm right here right now. I got a truck down. making a payment on the truck also. So, expenses. I need me a truck with no payment, just for me. No going out to eat. We'll be cooking all the time this year. I cook a lot. Last year I didn't cook as much. I had some stuff going on that was going on in my household where I had to take on more time with a family. It had me where I couldn't really cook. It was more convenient to go out and eat at the time. So, expenses, cut them down as much as you can. Whatever payments that you're making that you can get rid of those, get rid of them. Phone bills, however you can cut it down, cut it down. Whatever you got to do to cut and save money, you need to do it this year and moving forward. Save your money so your money can save your ass. You know, plain and simple. Cut all expenses that I can. As far as one thing I'm not going to be able to cut back on is my children. So I still want to give them what I can give them. But as far as me personally, I'm cutting back on a lot of things. And I'm going to spend time learning this year more and educating myself and really working on health, self, and just getting to where no pressure. I don't want to put myself under pressure on a lot of things. And I believe with expenses, if I can start cutting back expenses, that's one thing. Because a lot of us get under pressure with the financial expenses out here that we have. Financial obligations. They're not going nowhere. You could cut some back, but what you can do is find a way to make more money. Don't be worried about too much of what you really got to cut. And I'm speaking on cutters in the sense of things that just don't make sense. Things that you can actually change and it wouldn't take none of your time or really none of your effort. So, and when you can do that, you start producing more money. As the more money starts to come in, you've already cut things out. Now you got more money you're saving as you're making more money. So it makes sense all the way around the board to start cutting expenses. You're going to make more money. The more money you make, you got money to save for real emergencies. You got money to save to reinvest in the nice equipment. You got money to save if you want to re-educate yourself and pay for something that you can apply. Because everything is not going to be free. Sometimes you're going to have to pay. That saying, it costs to be the boss, is so true. You get what you pay for. When you're trying to get a deal on something, it usually doesn't work, man. Quality is, all right, put it like this. How you going to expect a customer to pay you top notch for you to do quality, and you're trying to get out here and get a shortcut on something that could be quality towards your life moving forward? That's another thing. So, cutting expenses. The last thing, number 5, 2024 game plan. Get rid of distractions. All distractions, get rid of them. Cut them out, get rid of them. You don't need them. Focus on your business. Focus on your family. Focus on yourself. And you being able to stay in a positive mind state out here every day when you out here grinding. You don't need no distractions. Anything negative, let it go. Anything that's like not beneficial to your business, you really need to let it go. If it ain't beneficial to your family, let it go. If it ain't beneficial to helping those bills get paid in your house, let it go. It's all a distraction. Stay focused on the goal. Stay on the mission. Do not get distracted. Stay focused on the goal. Stay on the mission. Play the game and play the game to win. So those are my 2024 game plans for me, because I need some adjustments. Once again, I'm always constantly adjusting. Move at your own pace. Number 1, create policy. Number 2, stick to your schedule. Number 3, cut most expenses that you can. Number 4. Number 5, get rid of distractions. Boneyard Lawn Service, guys. Also got a free giveaway going on right now on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram with Antigo Wheels, somebody will win a free pair of trailer tires. So I'm out of here. Talk to you guys later. Drop in the comments what you got as your game plan for 2024. Holla at you guys in the next video.